Good morning, students. Today's topic is to find the roots and coefficients of quadratic equation by using the formula discriminant. Discriminant, the radicand b square minus 4ac in the quadratic formula is called the discriminant. You know what is the quadratic formula? Using the discriminant, given a quadratic equation in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a not equal to 0, we can determine the number and the type of solutions of a quadratic equation by evaluating the discriminant. You know what is discriminant? Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. If the discriminant is greater than 0, means if the value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the equation has two real solutions. But both the solutions can be positive or negative. Both will be rational if the discriminant is a perfect square or irrational otherwise. If the discriminant is perfect square, the value of discriminant is perfect square, then the roots will be rational, otherwise they will be irrational. If b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the equation has only one solution, which will be a rational number. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the equation has no real number solution. So, the equation has no solution. Let us see with the help of example. x16 x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. We will find the value of b square minus 4ac. You know, b is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square, c is the constant term. Now by putting the values of b square minus 4ac, we get the value 0. Because the discriminant is 0, it means the equation has only one solution. Relation of roots. The sum of the roots is the additive inverse of the quotient of b and a. So the value of sum of the roots r1 is the first root, r2 is the second root. The sum will be minus b by a. The product of the roots is the quotient of c and a. r1 is the first root and r2 is the second root. So r1 multiplied by r2 is equal to c by 2. Relation of roots. The relations that exist between the roots of a quadratic equation, which can be used in checking the variety of the roots, can be best used in deriving the quadratic equation. General formula of equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Expressed in the form of multiplication property of equality, we will divide the whole equation by a. We get x square plus b by ax plus c by a is equal to 0. To derive the quadratic equation, when two roots are given, subtract each root from x to get the corresponding linear factors and equate the product of the linear factor to 0. For example, x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to 0. The solution of this equation is x minus 7, x plus 4 is equal to 0. So the first root is x minus 7 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 7, or x plus 4 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to minus 4. Second example, check whether the roots are correct. Two roots are given. The first root is 7 and second root is -4. You have already explained in this example. Your first root is 7 and the second root is -4. So the sum of the roots should be r1 plus r2, which will be equal to minus b by a. Now r1 is 7 and r2 is -4. The value is 3. And here from the equation, the value of b is -3 and a is 1. So minus b by a is 3. It means sum of the roots is correct. Now the product of root r1 multiplied by r2. r1 is 7, r2 is -4. The product will be -28. And from this equation, you can see the value of c by a is -28. It means our roots are real. Okay. Now you can solve the equations, or you can find the roots of the equation, and you can also check whether the roots are correct or not. Thank you.